What's up everyone, and welcome to Jayconomics. My name is Jay and it's a pleasure to meet all of you. On this channel, we take a look at anything related to finance with a strong focus on investing. So if that sounds like something you want to be a part of, then please consider subscribing and liking this video to help me on my quest to befriend the big, bad YouTube algorithm. What's up everyone, and welcome back to Jayconomics. We've had a fantastic couple of weeks here on the channel, not only with the picks that we've recommended and the massive gains that we've made, but also with the massive gains that we've made in terms of subscribers. We just went from 6,000 subs to 17,000 subs in 5 days. And so I want to welcome all of the new subs and say a big thank you to all of my older subs that have been riding with me for a while now. This community of investors isn't called the Smart Money Squad for no reason. We leverage our capital and make smart, strategic plays to lower our risk and bring exponential gains to our portfolios. Now, there is another SPAC that I'll be looking to buy in pre-market Monday morning that is just starting to pick up some steam and is still near the floor. We're also going to take a look into last week's SPAC plays very quickly that brought us some nice gains. But before we get into it, check us out on Instagram. We're going to be posting videos there quite often, so hit us up at Jayconomics with a follow on IG. So make that thumbs up turn blue and subscribe if you're new. It really helps the channel grow. And now without further ado, let's get into the video. So again, a quick reminder that these SPAC plays for me are not long-term buy and hold plays as of right now. These are momentum swing trades that are used to build our portfolios based on current market conditions and other factors that we will discuss in the video. So the new SPAC we're introducing today is VG Acquisition Corp, ticker symbol VGAC. So I've had my eye on this one for a couple of days now, and I kind of watched it throughout the week, and I've been kind of looking into it and looking at the possible targets that it has because it doesn't have a target yet. But this is Richard Bransonspac. This is the man who had his hand in Virgin Galactic as well. He's got a great track record and a very notable name. Now, it's been rumored, not confirmed, that this SPAC will target a company in the electric vehicle sector, a sector that is red hot right now, as you guys all know. Branson has previously stated that he wants Virgin to compete with Tesla. Now, is that realistic? I don't think so personally, but hey, there's lots of work for anyone to do to be considered in the same stratosphere as Tesla. But the point I want to make is that Branson is clearly serious about this. Now, the stock is currently trading at $10.16 as of Friday's close. It's going to be really interesting to see what the stock does in pre-market. I would expect it to kind of gap up a little bit, but as of right now, the risk to reward here is very appealing. So for those of you who aren't aware, SPAC floor prices are considered to be $10. So the stock is low risk, high reward right now in my opinion. But the warrants, specifically at $1.92 at Friday's close, look even more appealing to me, as these will easily double or triple to $4 to $6 in my opinion. We did see a spike in the warrants after hours of 15%, and I have a feeling that this momentum will carry over into Monday pre-market. So back to Branson, and here's where it gets interesting. So he's built a relationship with a company by the name of Envision Group through Virgin Racing. Now, Envision Group is a world-leading green tech company. Envision Group's mission is to create a more sustainable future. Envision designs, sells, and operates smart wind turbines through Envision Energy, AIoT-powered batteries through Envision AESC, and the world's largest AIoT operating system through Envision Digital. It also owns the Envision Virgin Racing Formula E team. Envision continues to promote wind and solar power as the new coal, batteries and hydrogen fuels as the new oil, and the AIoT network as the new grid to create a zero-carbon world. Now, another important thing to note here is that Envision Group currently owns a majority stake in ChargePoint. Yeah, that ChargePoint, the largest EV charging infrastructure company in the US, which is a very hot stock right now. So Envision could be a target. A few other targets for this SPAC could potentially be Virgin Orbit or Virgin Hyperloop, Orbit being a revolutionary service that provides launch solutions for small satellites. Hyperloop, on the other hand, aims to commercialize the high-speed technology concept called the Hyperloop. Now, if Branson brings any of these public through VGAC, I think that this would be very bullish for the stock. Again, this is just speculation. Nothing has been announced or confirmed. These are just kind of ideas being thrown out. Because we don't really have that much information as of yet, the highest I would pay for this stock would be under $11 and under $2.50 for the warrants at this stage. Now, if these conditions are met, I will be looking to buy some warrants as the risk to reward ratio would be very attractive at these levels. Now, again, I want to emphasize that no SPAC play I make is a long-term play at this time. This will be another momentum play, getting in early and waiting however long it takes for the stock to pop. Speaking of pop, that's exactly what we did with Nbac last week. We called it out. It went up like crazy, about 90%, I believe. Then we had Lgvw, Apxt, RMG, and Thcb. Now, all of these had nice weeks, okay? But keep in mind that SPACs are very volatile. And when you're up huge on a SPAC, you should be most likely taking profit off the table. Now, I took off half of my Nbac. For full disclosure, I sold half of my Nbac after we saw the 90% pop because I was expecting that pullback. And in a market like this, and when you're up by so much, you should be trimming your position and taking some profits. Now, what I try and do with SPACs is take my initial off the table and then just kind of let it ride. And trust me, I'm speaking from experience. I got burned with Shell and Hyliion. Now, I was way too complacent and I got very greedy. I've been playing SPAC warrants quite often, as a lot of you already know, and I've had a lot of success with them. But with Shell, for whatever reason, I was just so confident that nothing bad could ever happen, that this stock could not drop. There was no possibility that I could drop, right? So I went from up 10K in paper profits to break even in a span of like a month with the warrants. So that was a really hard pill to swallow. And although I am long on Hyliion and nothing has changed in that regard, it was a really painful lesson. But I will say that I'm glad it happened, because what you learn through experience is invaluable. And then you need to remember these lessons and apply them in the future, which is exactly what I'm doing with SPACs since then and with Nbac, for example. Everything has been rosy in November post-election, remember that. Let's not get too complacent and keep our eyes on the prize, and keep in mind that things could change very quickly. All right, so in closing, I do think VGAC warrants will boom, and this will be the next major SPAC warrants play. There's a big name attached to it. There's a target in the EV sector allegedly. There's been some insider buying. There's been some large movement pre-market and after hours, and there's great potential for significant upside, right? And the stock is still trading near the floor. So again, you got to weigh your risk to reward and figure out if it's worth it for you. And for me, I do think so. So I will likely be getting in. So that wraps it up for today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, then please smash that like button for me, as it really does help the channel a lot. And if you want more content like this, then don't forget to subscribe and turn on that notification bell to be notified when any new video comes out. And of course, please feel free to join the free Smart Money Squad Discord server. And until next time, take care and invest smart.